Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We're here today with Yehuda Greenberg of howtodouble.com. And thanks for coming on, Yehuda.
Hello, Eric. Thank you for having me on.
All right. Here, we're going to talk about today, I think the topic is short-staffed, the secret solution. So what is, I ran a recruiting agency for many years. Staffing is obviously a challenge for every business. What is the secret?
Okay. So, short-staffed, the secret solution, it is a solution. It won't necessarily work for many people. It will work for many others, and they'll be surprised. And it's a secret because we're not used to thinking of our businesses this way. When you're dealing with operational challenges and you don't have enough people to cover the things that you want covered in your company, there are two ways of approaching it. There's the classic way, and then there's the secret solution. The classic way is operational challenge equals an operational solution. We have to be better organized. We have to move people around better. We need more people. We have to incorporate better systems. Very often valid, very often correct. There's another way of looking at your company, and this may work for you. Take another look at what you're selling. The secret solution to operational challenges for you or anybody who's listening to this may be, are you selling the things which allow your company to, could you focus more on selling the things which allow your company to simplify your back end? In other words, take a look at what you're selling and think if you could sell more stuff, more expensive stuff, differently packaged stuff, and have less operational demands on the back end. So the key to your operational challenge where you're short-staffed may just be, you should look at selling slightly different than the way you're doing it right now and relieve a lot of pressure on your back end. And that's the concept.
Okay, that's an amazing concept. So basically, just to repackage that, instead of focusing on trying to solve the staffing shortage with redoing your org structure or redoing how you think about the staff in your company, which is kind of the default mode that everybody falls into. Instead, think about what you're selling, the product or service. There is some product or service on the list that's at the top. If we could just sell more of this, we'd be golden. Figure out the way to do more of that.
Yeah. And a story that dovetails with this, it's, this is really at a smaller scale, but it's the same concept where somebody called me up and he said that he's spending way too much time prospecting. He's spending way too much time drawing up proposals. He's spending way too much time in consulting before he actually creates a sale. Mm. And much of what we worked together was that, one second, the reason all these things take so much time is because you're so many things to so many people. If you would narrow down and just sell a specific type of thing, doesn't have to be one item or one service, but narrow down the type of solutions that you provide, make sure that you're dealing with the people that need those solutions. So that should simplify your prospecting. Before they even have that initial conversation, you already know what type of thing you'll offer them, and that should really dramatically shorten the prospecting conversation, the consulting conversations before the sale, and the proposal write-up. Then that's going to save you a large chunk of time and make your business more successful. So this was a person that thought that he had to duplicate himself or quadruplicate himself and hire people to manage all these things. He's doing fine on his own, because he simplified the sale.
Interesting. So instead, again, you're simplifying the sales process and what you're selling by simplifying what you're selling.
Yeah.
So cutting out, basically eliminating all of the work that you don't have the staff to do anyway. And instead of trying to find the staff to do it and clone yourself, which is what so many business owners and managers try to do in order to make more time for themselves, you're basically eliminating the work.
Yeah, that's correct. And, this plays at a larger scale also, where I'm dealing with a few companies that the orders that come in are just random custom orders, big or small, and they're servicing everybody.
Right.
And what we're looking at is, one second, well, why is that happening? The reason why you feel like you need to hire another 5-10 hands to this company, which you can't afford right now, is because you're busy fulfilling every random order that comes in, and you're going after customers that are going to give you those random orders. If we would just take a step back and we're going to look at what are the money makers, what are the things we do well, what are the people that we could sell these things to, then you don't need another 5-10 people on hand. You probably don't even need all the people you have right now. You just need a much smaller operation, frankly, making a lot more money because you don't have the overhead, you don't have the complications that come with all of these custom orders, and you're running a much smoother operation.
Right. Yeah, that is an amazing idea, and I think that if you think about it, especially for businesses where every order is custom right now, there's usually not a need for that. And there's 80% of your business, the classic 80-20 rule. 80% of your business comes from 20% of your customers. You want to eliminate as much as you can of the long tail that's really hard to repeat.
Exactly.
All right, amazing. How can people get in touch with you, and what type of people should reach out to you?
So people get in touch with me either my email address, which is printed over here, yehuda@howtodouble.com. On LinkedIn, I'm Yehuda with an H at the end, Greenberg. And the type of people that should reach out to me are service businesses that, when most of the sales are coming in organically, referrals, word of mouth, and they want to get to the next step. They want to get to that company that proactively generates their own leads, but you're not really sure how to do it. And you're scared, and rightly so. You're wary about hiring salespeople to do the job. You're worried about marketing agencies that could cost you $100,000 just for a starter package. We should talk, because you should be able to generate enough leads and enough business that you could literally double your business without investing in any of those, and you'll be better prepared for hiring in the future and doing that successfully.
All right, amazing. Yehuda, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Eric.